balance, the lack of mental wellness. They're having a challenge to their mental wellness, just like somebody has physical challenges to wellness. There's mental wellness challenges, which generally corrected by providing lithium to the brain. The problem is they used lithium carbonate, and the only way you could get it into the brain was to saturate your body with a toxic dose. So you got the benefits for the brain, but then you got the side effects of too much salt in your body, which would slow down your metabolism, could damage to some extent your thyroid gland, which would produce dryness in your mouth, difficulty sleeping. Just like when you see the drug commercials, take this drug, get this benefit, but then you have all these potential side effects. The same thing with lithium carbonate. Now, lithium carbonate is a natural substance, but it doesn't work unless you use toxic doses. In Germany, they discovered another natural substance called lithium orotate. And with lithium orotate, it works, but you don't need toxic doses. You only need the amount your body needs, because lithium bonded to orotic acid, making lithium orotate, delivers the lithium straight into the brain. Now, why is lithium, in my opinion, the most important mineral? All minerals are most important. It's the missing mineral. All your vitamins are important, but if you're missing one, like vitamin C, you get scurvy and brain damage. Okay, you get scurvy because you're missing one vitamin. So if you have scurvy, which is horrible disease, you'll die of it, basically, take that one vitamin and everything gets better. So it becomes your most important vitamin because you're missing that vitamin. Well, the same thing with minerals. The number one missing mineral for our brain is lithium. And why is that? Is there not enough lithium in our food? Well, clearly there's not. There used to be more, but there used to be more of all your minerals. We're kind of mineral deficient of everything. Why are we so deficient in lithium? Because it's not in any of your supplements out there, because everybody thinks it's a dangerous drug, and it's not. Lithium orotate is not. It's over the counter. There's no potential side effects of it. It's perfectly good for you. It's good for your children. It's good for everybody. It's just that the powers that be say in these small doses, it doesn't work. But I'm telling you, in my experience of giving this to thousands of people, in every case, it has helped or completely worked. I mean, it's amazing how effective this little tiny capsule is and how inexpensive this little tiny capsule is. When the biggest drugs on the market promise to help with depression and anxiety, whatever, can cost hundreds of dollars a month. Here it's like $15 or something for a 3-month supply. Who's going to market that? Who's going to promote that? There's no money in this, and there's no side effects in this, and you don't need a doctor to prescribe this. This is a simple over-the-counter supplement. You diagnose yourself. If you're feeling stressed today, this is your anti-stress remedy. And why? Why is it so important? Why is this one mineral I've never heard about? Why has nobody told me about it? Because the education on this, if you talk to any doctor who's been trained on this, lithium carbonate is toxic to the body, and the doses required to have an effect. They have not been trained or taught, nor have they seen the research that shows that small doses of lithium orotate work. Now, what is orotic acid? Orotic acid is an ingredient that's in mother's milk in a high dose to deliver all the minerals into the brain. Lithium and other minerals. Zinc, this is also an important mineral. You can get zinc orotate. But most importantly, why is lithium so missing? Because when we have blood sugar spikes, when we eat junk food, which is our diet is filled with this high blood sugar, and our children who are being born in the womb of the mother, she has high blood sugar from the carbohydrates she's eating. That little child is born with high blood sugar and blood sugar spikes and so forth. When this is the case, what's happening is every time our blood sugar is spiking, we're losing our minerals, and particularly we're losing our lithium. Lithium is so important. So what happens is when there's stress, we lose lithium. This is your anti-stress mineral. More stress, you use it up. Your fuel, it's the fuel to make your brain work best. And some children today are like genius potential, or they have some ADD tendencies, which makes their brain work faster. And when the brain works faster, it uses up lithium faster, and then we become depleted of this very important mineral, which allows the brain to make an adequate supply of serotonin. Now, it's not the only thing, it's just often the thing which is most missing. We also need a good omega-3. You can find it in any store, omega-3. Krill oil is your best omega-3 generally. Take a little omega-3. Make sure you have some easy-to-digest proteins, which is what I have my nutritional shakes for. Make sure you have enzymes in your system to digest that. These are all important factors, but the key factor is lithium. because lots of kids are eating good proteins and they're getting their omegas, they're getting some fish here and so forth. So our diets are pretty good. We have what we need. Generally, we're missing lithium if we're experiencing chronic stress, or if we experience some of the symptoms of serotonin inhibited function, which would be good mood. If you're not having a good mood, if you're not feeling happiness, particularly what I notice with this lithium orotate is if your brain starts rehashing things over and over, repetitive thinking, repetitive thinking, repetitive thinking. My wife annoys me about something, and I'm thinking about that and thinking about that and thinking about that. And it keeps coming up. That compulsive, repetitive thinking on negative thoughts. If you have that, for me, because I have all these other ingredients, I pop just one of these and boom, 5 minutes later, that's gone. My mood is normal. What's great about this, it's not changing your state of consciousness at all. It's just suddenly those things that keep you from feeling normal are gone because you provide your brain with normal functioning. So it's like the fuel that your car needs. You give it the fuel, it runs great. You don't give it the fuel, it doesn't run. That's all this is. This is not a drug which interferes with the normal functioning of the body, causing side effects. This is not a drug. It is a natural mineral. It was discovered 50 years ago and then started being used as a drug maybe 60 years ago because there were these springs that had high amounts of lithium. And people would lay in the hot water, which had lithium in it, and their moods would improve. They'd be happier. They'd be more open. If they were depressed, their depression would go away for a couple of days. They couldn't sleep, their insomnia would go away for a couple of days. What was in that water? Even if they were schizophrenic, they were normal for a couple of days. What was going on? So many of these brain imbalances, the major cause of most of them is simply lithium deficiency. Give the person the nutrient they're missing, and the brain starts working better. Can children take this? Absolutely. Just put it in their little shake in the morning, has no taste at all. Stir it up, put it in something. Within a few days, you'll notice improvement. I've seen kids who have ADD, particularly the hyperactive ADD, ADHD, they calm down, not sedated, just normal, just normal. What helps the attention deficit where you're wandering, you're not focusing, that's going to be your green tea extract. That's going to be your anti-inflammatories for the brain. So you can go to green tea extract or the potential vitamins, and you get that aspect of focusing the brain. This calms the brain. Take them both together, and you got optimal brain function. For this particularly, I don't take this every day. I take this whenever I'm noticing stress or when I'm noticing myself feeling distress at all. Then I know I've used up my lithium, and I just need to take 1 capsule, 2 capsules, or so forth. If you want to go off of an antidepressant, contact my office, share, SHARE, at marsvenus.com, and we will send you a free sheet of recommended protocols for going off of your antidepressants. Okay, so I can't give that in this short period of time. That's something you have to ask us for. We'll send you our recommended protocol for going off your antidepressants. But basically, for anybody under stress, you can take 1 of these, 2 of these. A lot of stress, you can take 1 with each meal. Just pop a little tiny tablet. You'll notice in a few days. If you've been under a lot of stress for a while, it might take a week to notice the amazing calming effects of lithium orotate. Every house should have a bottle of this. And when anybody's feeling stress or there's a lot of distress, they should just pop 1 of these. Not that it's going to change your consciousness. It's not a drug. It will help your body cope with stress better. If you go through a loss, any difficulty in your life, take an extra 1 of these. And it will give your body extra fortification to cope with that stress. So suddenly you're not experiencing more stress, which compounds because you don't have enough of this simple, inexpensive lithium orotate.